I'm 3 weeks into my photoshoot prep. Here's exactly how I'm training my chest to maintain size in a deficit. You're in for a full push workout and an insight into how my life looks just 14 weeks out from a photoshoot in Marbella. Hello YouTube, welcome back to Road to Marbella, episode number 3. We have just dove into what has been the first week of the deficit, so it's just starting to get tasty. The last couple of weeks have been at maintenance and now we've gone straight into a deficit. So essentially at the minute my visuals are looking all right. I'll put photos up on the screen. We're coming in at an average of 76.1 kilos at the minute. My midsection's looking relatively tight, I would say. Got abs just about in sight, just about, and yeah, I'm feeling really good in terms of like my appetite, in terms of my energy, in terms of cravings. Feeling really good after what was just like an 8-week surplus phase, just bumping food up. So we're literally 14 weeks out now. If we take a look, 91 days. I've got it on the timer. We are 14 weeks out. And I'm going to tell you how much food we're eating at the minute. We're eating non-training day, 2,500 calories, 211 protein and 276 carbs and 50 fats. And then training day is 2,673 calories, 205 protein, 349 carbs, 350 carbs, and then 45 fats. So at the minute, I would say I'm eating a pretty decent amount of food, and my scale weight started going down since the last check-in. So hopefully it keeps me in a good spot. Steps are still at 10k. Training's not changed. Still just doing a 5-day push, pull, legs, and then rest. Push and arms, posterior. Training, nutrition, locked in, dialed the fuck in. No distractions at the minute. Even though the boys they went to eat an off-plan meal last week after we went and played golf, and I had to say no, which was pretty tough. But I've got my protein oats and my Skippies peanut butter flavoured protein that I have in the evening. So I can't complain. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the apartment because I want to show you all where I'm living at the minute. So this is the view from my window, and I absolutely love this view. So I wake up every morning and I'll open the blind up in the mornings. Got the big aircon on because it is absolutely fucking roasting out in Australia. Just coming into the winter season though, so it's just starting to get cloudy. I don't know if you can see up there. We've still got some clouds coming through now, which we don't normally get. So winter's coming, which means that I'm getting closer to the UK summer, which makes me excited. Obviously got the bed, and then this is just where I watch Peaky Blinders in the evening, and just watch TV because now I'm on prep. I thought, right, what am I gonna do? Yeah, so I ordered the TV, bought a Netflix subscription. As unproductive as it is, and as much as I tell the lads not to fucking sit back and kick back and watch TV on Instagram because they should be training, guess what? Your boy's still doing it because I literally can't go out and do more or less anything else. So this is the desk, the workstation. This is where the magic happens, where I coach the lads. And I also didn't show you the wardrobe. So the wardrobe's here. Got all my shoes, got everything like that in there. And then we've also got another wardrobe. And wait there, it's just fucking got supplements in. That is exactly how we live. Nothing else. Got the bin, which is just full of chewing gum as well. So I might talk about that later in the video, but I've just quit nicotine at the minute. Literally just stopped taking nicotine because my anxiety was through the roof, so I'll cover that later in the video. And then we've also got the bathroom as well. So I've got my own ensuite, got my weighing scales, and we have got YSL spray. Get to know, this is the best spray known to man. But yeah, this is where I'm staying at the minute. And I always grew up with little brothers in the house as well, or in the military blocks. So when I stay in a place like this, I'm absolutely fucking loving life, like loving it. And then we're gonna come through and I'm gonna show you the actual apartment now. This is the kitchen area that I'm about to show you. Now, please bear in mind that I'm with Liam. And to be honest, we've got 2 lads in here. So it is a little bit messy, but I'm gonna show you now. So we've got the drawer with no TV on because Mish took it when he left. And this is just the living area. Like, me and Liam don't even use this, to be honest. Still got some of Liam's washing out as well on the side. And then, yeah, this is literally it. It's got the spare fridge as well because we've just got a new fridge. And you know what? I'm going to clean this bloody kitchen up before I show you guys the kitchen. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, he's still filming the cunt. He's got the fucking YouTube video. About time he cleaned up his shit, eh?
Oh, wait till we show him your room. Let's see your room, Liam. Let's see your room, and then we'll see who the scruff bag is then, won't we? Your room's a reflection of who you are.
This just doesn't happen, look.
Come on, let's go and see your room, Liam. Let's go and see your room.
Did you want to do the falls while you're at it?
Right, just so no one knows on YouTube, the only time he cleans his kitchen is when his missus comes over, which is about once every other week.
The only time you clean it is when your missus comes over and you don't have one.
He's basically taking the piss, yeah, because he knows all of those dishes are his, for starters. All of those clean dishes are mine. And he's probably cleaning his room up right now so he doesn't look like a scruff bag. Can I come and see your room, mate?
No.
Can I just show the vlog your room, mate?
No.
Come on.
No.
Can I see your office at least? So this is Liam's office. Liam's got a fucking sick setup, to be honest. Go on, I'll let you speak actually. Do you want the mic? Show him for the vlog.
Right, you get over there, big man.
What, me?
Yeah.
What, behind?
Yeah, you need to be on that side.
You sound like me with my 5 guns in.
So, set up. We've got the ultimate online coach, fucking whatever you need. So we've got mic, camera, dual monitor, laptop, adjustable fucking desk. Look, ready? Look at that. Why is that? Walking pad when I work, gaming chair, fucking run club sign. Can we get a little look up there, please, brother? Customize Dugan Fit fucking coaching logo, baby. Look at that. And yeah, that's pretty much all. And then we get a cool little fucking... Hey. Let's get a little close up. What's that? What's that, Zachary?
What is that?
What is that?
You'll have to tell him.
This is what Zach got me for Christmas. That goes on the shelf with all my important stuff, so look at that. Oh!
Like I said, Liam wants to act like he's clean, but I mean, it just speaks volumes, doesn't it, when he's got all of his washing out. He's got all of his shoes on the sofa. And then, I mean, the boys even brought a fucking rock in from outside. And this is the kitchen area. You can see here we've got the air fryer, the microwave. We've got a fucking coffee machine, an espresso machine. This thing is an absolute game changer. Literally, you just put the beans in and you're good to go. I'll show you the coffee beans that we've got. Fucking hell. We've got Italian coffee beans on the go at the minute. My favorite espresso, as I've always said to people on Instagram, I actually went to Iraq for 4 months when I was on deployment, and the Italians out there must have been about 30 of them, carabinieri, and they were all super friendly people. When I went out to Iraq, I was drinking milky Americano, and then by the time I left, I was having about 5 black espressos every day, and it's stuck with me ever since, to be honest with you. So for that reason, I love Italian espresso. So, we've also got the outdoor area as well. Now, this is where I'll normally chill and I'll eat food. We've got washing up at the minute. Again, all of Liam's stuff has been left out. But, to be fair, I think it's pretty valid that he's doing his washing. At least he's washing his clothes. And then we've obviously got the view from outside. And guess what? Liam's left a paper towel thing there. But no, seriously, look at that view. That is absolutely unreal. And that's where I'll sit down and I'll eat my meals. So, that's an apartment tour. I'm in a little prep update on where I'm sat, and I'm gonna show you guys how my push sessions are looking at the minute. So stay tuned, because I'm about to take you through and we're gonna train a full push workout on prep. Let's go. So I thought I would jump on and I thought I'd show my face whilst I cover my push workout. So you're sat right in front of the screen. This is weird for me to do it, but anyway, starting off, we've got my big compound lift, which is the low incline Smith press. Now, I'm lifting 95 kilos on this for 6 reps, and just notice how I'm being meticulous with the amount of weight on there. That little 2.5 that's on there is the reason that I'm lifting a decent amount. I had someone in the gym say to me the other day, they said, oh, why would you put the 2.5 on there, Zach? You know, why wouldn't you just put an extra plate on? And I thought that's the reason. The reason I can lift a lot is because of that extra plate. You can see here as well, I'm thinking about stacking my hands directly over my elbows so I can produce as much force as I can throughout my chest. And yeah, like all pressing movements, again, another big compound lift in the next lift is I'm thinking about retracting my scapula and planting my feet, driving through the floor with 3 points of contact as well. So my feet, my glutes, and my shoulder blades. And look at this, driving and pressing as hard as I can. People say that they've got certain cues for their pressing movements. I just think keep my elbows tucked, make sure obviously I've got 3 points of contact, and push as hard as I fucking can. And there's a decent amount of weight on there. Good job I've got short little arms for pressing, isn't it? People say, how can I lift so much? practice and the little arms. But we've also got the pec fly movement as well coming in. So with this one, again, shoulder blades retracted, and I'm thinking bending my elbows as I'm coming into the lengthen, so here, and then I'm thinking biceps to the side of my chest and almost fully extending my arms as I'm coming to the top. The reason that I do that is so that when I come into the stretch position where I am now, is so that I don't put too much tension on my biceps and tear my biceps. A lot of people end up tearing their biceps doing a pec fly, which isn't even a bicep movement, because they're keeping their arms straight throughout. But with this, I'm gonna maintain my lifts on this now. So I'm literally, throughout all the prep, I've set baseline numbers, first week in a deficit now. So with all of these numbers, I'm gonna aim to maintain them unless I really think I can go and get another extra bit of weight or reps in the next session. Just from a fatigue management standpoint, I'm trying not to go crazy with the progressive overload and just focusing on really good technique. So yeah, for example, this, my dumbbell seated shoulder press, I was actually doing 37.5s in the last session, and I told myself I could go up on the weight because the last rep flew. And I did it this session, it was feeling all right, and when I look back on it, it was looking all right, but I'm gonna drop it down to 37.5 just to be safe. You can see here my tempo, my range of motion was still in a good spot, but that last rep just felt dodgy. And when I'm deep into the deficit, I've got fuck all energy. The last thing I want is to be going into a dumbbell shoulder press and putting my shoulder out when I'm on prep, right? And you can just see from the side profile, this is my back offset from what was my top set, and you could just see the line of path, the line of movement with my elbows, slight tuck, as always with the dumbbell shoulder press. Into side lateral raises now. So this is the chest supported variant. So the reason I like this variant is just so I can avoid using momentum. You see how my belly, not really my chest, but my midsection stays against the pad throughout. That's telling me that I'm not using momentum. I see a lot of people using momentum for their dumbbell side lateral raises, which is why I use the chest supported pad, so I can avoid using my fucking momentum, right? And then we've also got, now coming into the back end of the workout, the triceps. So this is the single arm overhead extension. The reason I like it single arm, just because I can get a bit of a better stretch, right? A little bit of a better range of motion, okay? And the overhead variant means that I'm biasing the long head of the triceps, which is why I always start with an overhead variant. So skull crushers, overhead extensions, or single arm overhead extensions in my case, or katana extensions as well. Keeping my elbows fixed in place, and I'm thinking about curling the weight to move it instead of pressing it. A lot of people almost sort of do a push away, and I'm thinking about curling it up and around like it's a bicep curl, but a tricep curl, or extension as you could say. And look at that, bulletproof, elbow doesn't move throughout the whole set, and that is literally my triceps now that I'm taking to more or less failure. Do I give it another shot? And this is when I start pulling these faces. This is when the set starts. Look at that, Zach, fucking hell, some serious facials. I don't know if I finish it. No, doesn't go. And just as my elbow starts giving away, that's when I'm like, right, my triceps have been taken to failure there. I'm not gonna fucking go again, because I'll end up hurting myself, or using other muscle groups, which I don't want to do. I'm going to muscular failure. So now on to cable crossover extensions, another great movement. And I'm thinking about, with this one, going in what is a controlled concentric, so not super explosive, so I'm not using a lot of momentum. 2 seconds on the positive or the concentric, and then a 3-second eccentric negative phase. I'm not manipulating the stretched or the shortened for this one. I'm just literally just going straight with the concentrics and the eccentrics. So you can see here, elbows stay fixed in place, and I'm thinking about extending, okay, and driving through to move the weight. I'm not thinking about pushing, I'm thinking about curling. And that is more or less it for my triceps. Now remember, your triceps, okay, are 70% of your fucking arms, so don't forget to train them properly. Do not neglect them. Biceps, I'm not even that bothered about. Triceps, yeah, that's all I'm ever thinking about with my programming. And then the cable rope abdominal crunch. So with this one, I'm thinking about snapping. As sinister as it sounds, snapping my spine to move the weight. So I'm literally coming in, glutes stay fixed in position, crunching my abs and keeping my elbows tucked to my head. A lot of people, what they'll typically do with this one is the rope there'll be a little gap, even just a few inches, a little gap between their head and the rope. And what that does is it shifts tension onto your lats. And that's the last thing you want. So I keep my elbows pinned in place, literally, and I just think like the weight is in my head. That is how I think I'm moving the weight for this one, and then crunching my abs down. Holding it in a 2-second contraction as well. So 1, 2, yep, and then 3 second eccentric. So tension's the highest at the bottom here, so I'm pausing for 2 seconds there. So yeah, that is more or less it. A lot of people with this one as well, they come with their glutes and they fucking end up pushing their glutes back because they start moving the weight. Notice how my glutes are bulletproof. They don't move throughout the set because I'm crunching with my abs. And I'll typically run with this workout, this push workout. I'll probably keep this the same as it is, maybe pull a few sets back from volume as we get towards like the back end of the prep, if that, because we're doing 2 sets for every exercise at the minute. And I'm feeling really good fatigue management wise, and I genuinely think because I've come off the nicotine gums and I'm lowering my caffeine intake, I genuinely feel like I could go for a lot longer. So yeah, I'm noticing that fatigue's in a good spot. But last but not least, we've got the visuals at the minute. So averaging 76 kilos, feeling fucking good, feeling really full. So yeah, that is it for a push session. Best session of the week as always. So obviously week 3 of the prep, but this is the first week of the deficit, so I'm feeling pretty good and I am fucking buzzing to strip back. I can't even explain how excited I am to get lean. We're 14 weeks out now from Marbella, which is super exciting, and that's where the photo shoot is going to be. It's going to be where I'm meeting up and linking up with the lads, and I'll also be meeting up with Gabriel, another online coach that you might have seen in another video, so I can't wait for that. We're all going to be linking up out there, and the purpose of this shoot as well is just going to be to prove to all the other young men out there what is possible without the use of PEDs. Now, I don't have anything against lads that are using PEDs in today's day and age, but I do have a problem with the lads that are using them that don't feel confident in themselves and feel like they have to resort to fucking peptides, SARMs or gear, whatever it may be, just to look a certain way, because trust me, I'm about to prove that you don't need any of that shit to get in elite level condition, and that's the purpose of this. And I just don't want other young lads fucking up their hormones and fucking going out of their way, abusing themselves basically just to get in shape. So that is the goal of this photo shoot, and also to set the standard for the lads that I'm coaching. So any of the lads that I'm coaching, make sure you stick around, yeah, because I'll be showing you all how it's done. And for any of you that are watching this and potentially feel like you're interested in coaching, you can click the link in the description and get access to Average to Aesthetic, which is 4 weeks of free one-to-one coaching, literally better than what most coaches are charging for free. So you can click the link in the description to access that. So I just thought I'd show you all the sort of the path that I walk down every day as well. So for those of you that haven't seen it, I'll come out every day. Normally, don't take the Osmo out with me or my phone or anything like that, and I'll just keep my phone switched off, no music, and just be at one with myself for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and just get some steps in. So yeah, it's absolutely bliss. Like I said earlier, topping the tan up as well. Got to remind myself that I'm living in fucking Australia, right? And not just sit indoors all day. But yeah, it's absolutely bliss. So on top of obviously like my daily walks, getting up in the mornings, journaling, all of the tips and all of the tricks that I'm pulling out to be mindful and stay nice and peaceful and calm. I'm also 11 days nicotine free, so I just cut out the nicotine gums, more or less cold turkey instead of tapering off them. I figured I was getting super anxious around stupid things, for example just getting the Osmo out and getting irritable, etc, just not feeling myself. So I thought, right, this is it. I put it down to the nicotine gums because it couldn't have fucking been anything else. And yeah, 11 days later I'm feeling on top of the world. Had a little bit of withdrawal for 7 days, definitely feeling a little bit snappy as well, but I'm glad that I've cut out the nicotine. Fucking flies, they've got me. This is the worst thing about living in Australia. I decided that I would cut out nicotine at the start of the prep, and also the coffee down to 2 espressos a day, just because your boy here has got a fucking stimulant problem. I think it's the undiagnosed ADHD that's coming out in me that I'm using to self-medicate, and I've just not known this whole time. So yeah, I'm cutting back on it. I'm feeling a little bit flat at the minute, but I'm definitely feeling better, feeling much less anxious too. So yeah, buzzing with it. Still doing my 10k steps like I mentioned earlier on this prep, but Misha's moved out and I was using Misha's walking pad the whole time we'd moved in. So Liam's got his walking pad in his room, which is fair enough, I can't steal his, and I'm only on 4.7k steps and it is 1 o'clock. So yeah, your boy's been walking, doing a lot more outdoor walks. I think I need to firm it though and get a walking pad before the coach ups my steps to 15k, because it's going to come anytime soon. I just know it's going to happen. But we're going to run this prep with no cardio as well. So fatigue management is real, but then at the same time, I'm questioning if I was burning out, because I was having too many stims, too much coffee, too much nicotine, and I've got this big feeling that I was. So cardio might be coming back in, but for now, steps, nutrition, training like a dog. As we're coming back into the house, I thought I'd show everyone the gets as well. We are still driving it at the minute, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna upgrade. Your boy can't be arsed. I'd rather just pay the rent on it, which is 60 quid a week. So at the minute, even though I showed you a full push workout, I am on a rest day. Now, rest days, I'm eating 5 meals over the day, and then training days, I'm eating 6 meals over the day. So I've got pre and post workout meal in there. A little bit more food on training days, a little bit more carbohydrate, and then a little bit less on rest days, non-training days. So a lot of people say to me, Zach, how many meals do I need to eat? You know, do I have to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? And the answer is whatever suits you the best. The most important thing is that you can adhere to your plan. Always the most important thing. If you're trying to be a little bit of a science techie, optimal nerd, split your meals up and have 5 to 6 of them over the day and spread your protein intake out over the course of a day, then muscle protein synthesis is going to be elevated. So basically your body's constantly going to be repairing, building muscle. But like I say, if you're trying to get the perfect plan, you're trying to have fucking 6 meals a day, but you're too busy at work and you're missing 2 of them, then just have 3 big meals and make sure you're hitting your protein, your carbs, your fats, your calories, right? And that's how I do things with my clients. Non-training day, because I mentioned earlier, I'm eating less food. What I've done is I've prepped up my sweet potato for the day. So I'm having 900 grams of sweet potato on non-training day for the day, and then I just split it evenly over my meals. So I'll reheat that, and I've just got a bowl of mixed greens that I've defrosted. I get frozen mixed greens, and then I'll just literally reheat this over the day and just add in my protein sources. So today I will be having what is right now chicken breast. I've already had prawn with sweet potato, chicken breast with sweet potato now, and then it will be steak with sweet potato, and then it will be protein oats in the evening. I'm a simple man. I eat the same meals every single day, and I will whilst I'm on this prep, because 1, it makes tracking easier, and 2, I don't want to fuck about and be thinking about new meals all the time. So I just eat simple meals. But remember, I'm eating like a bodybuilder at the minute, and I'm a simple guy, but not everyone's simple, and a lot of you've probably got missuses, if that's even a word, at home, yeah, but doesn't want to eat fucking sweet potato and chicken breast or jasmine rice or whatever it is in an evening. So the biggest piece of advice I could recommend to you is, if you're trying to get lean, trying to get cut, have a pasta, have a stir fry, have a homemade curry. You can get the low fat sauces and you can mix them, make them taste delicious as well, and then you can just get your meal and make sure that you're having a lean protein source. Chicken breast, 5% beef mince, white fish, fillet steak, and then salmon, which is a bit fattier, and just literally swap between all of them. Pasta, stir fry, curry. So I'll show you when the meal's done, and then I'll sit down and have a little talk after. Just a little tip for anyone as well that's having chicken breast and reheating it. To be honest, any meals, 2 tablespoons of water, and then what I'm doing is I'm basically more or less steaming that now, so the chicken breast doesn't go all dry. And then what I'll do after that, once this comes out of the microwave, I'll season that with Cajun, which is my seasoning of choice, and then cayenne. And then I'll have 15 grams of sriracha. So I'm literally having 5 grams of seasoning, so total between the two, and then 15 grams of sriracha. Every single meal, standardized, and then we can basically pull back throughout the prep. So like I say, nutrition for me is really easy at the minute. I'm currently running with sweet potato non-training day, and then training day I'm having rice. But I reckon that the rice will change soon, because on training days I'm having 50 grams of jasmine rice, raw weight, dry weight, sorry. Make sure that you're weighing out all your foods, dry weight as well, just so you're accurate with it. But yeah, I might be changing that out soon, because if you know, jasmine rice 50 grams is not a lot, and yeah, I'm not feeling exactly satisfied after 50 grams of jasmine rice with a meal. So yeah, and then after the sweet potato, the next step will be Kent pumpkin or butternut pumpkin. So that'll be when I'm in the trenches. But for now, your boy's not in the trenches. I'm feeling good. So yeah. So we've got seasoned 5 grams of pink Himalayan with every meal, paired with 5 to 6 litres a day of water for the nutrient partitioning and the pumps. Make sure it's pink Himalayan as well, people, if you want to get better pumps and performance in the gym. So we've got sweet potato, chicken breast and mixed frozen greens. Does not look appetizing because guess what? I'm not Gordon Ramsay, and to be honest with you, I do the seasoning, I mix it together and it looks fucking disgusting. But when you actually eat it, for me, I love it. With the Cajun. With the Cajun. And then also with the sriracha, it tastes so good. Like, I absolutely love every meal I eat. And that's how I can stick to my plan. But just a little tip for the people that are trying to diet down, like I'll do this myself on prep, is to eat foods with a lower surface area. So by that, I mean like your chicken breast, if you're having it, keep it so it's in big chunks as opposed to having shredded chicken breast, okay? Because chicken breast, when you're eating it in big chunks, same with a sweet potato, for example, where I've not diced it up as much, because the surface area is not as big, it takes longer to digest in my stomach. Whereas when someone's in a muscle building, bulking, off-season phase, whatever you want to call it, you opt for like your mince, your chicken breast, no, your shredded chicken breast, your turkey mince, for example, because the surface area on it's so high, your body digests it and the enzymes digest it really, really quickly. And that's why I will get through this meal and I won't chop it up as much. I'll chew it in my mouth and then I'll basically eat it. It will fill me up a little bit more. And then the last little bit that I'll do is I'll make sure that I'm not scrolling on my phone. I'm gonna sit there and watch myself eat it. Because if you actually watch yourself eating your food, your leptin hormone gives off, right? Because your body's seeing it and it's saying basically, I'm fucking full up because I'm eating food. So I won't sit here and scroll. I'll eat my food. I'm gonna enjoy it out on the balcony and then I'll come back and join the vlog. So chicken and sweet potato has been absolutely demolished. I say it every time, I don't know what it is. I love having my food. So spicy to the point it nearly fucking blows my head off. Ever since I went to Thailand, I cannot get enough of spicy food, but my spice tolerance is all right as well. So I guess that's not a bad thing. But just keeping everyone in the loop with things as well. So the journey back to the UK begins on the 19th of June. So I'm going to go back to the UK 19th of June and then stay in London and then fly out to Marbella on the 20th of June. That's the plans. Do a week out in Marbella and then potentially another little holiday after, which I'll definitely be vlogging if I go to. And for the lads that know me, you could probably take a good guess where that is. So I'm excited for that. But unfortunately, I've had to cancel my Dubai trip. So I was going to fly to Dubai, do a week in Dubai, document all of that. Week in Marbella, document all of that. But that had to get cancelled for obvious reasons. So now I'm going to Marbella. Can't fucking wait. Flight's been booked. Time to get skinned for it, to be honest, and just get shredded. And that's what I'm documenting on YouTube, so stick around for that. But I just wanted to show everyone as well a message that I got earlier, which absolutely put a smile on my face, to be honest, as a coach. So big thank you message about how much I've helped him mentally and humbling him. And he said thank you, and he's gone through some tough times, and obviously I've been there by his side as his coach and seen him come out the other end, and I thought it would be good to share it with other people just to see what I'm doing and what I'm getting up to in the lives that I'm changing, because that's the goal at the end of the day. And as a coach, this message came through, and as a coach I struggle day to day sometimes not knowing if I'm having an impact, which is what I want to do. I want to help young lads that are wanting to feel confident, and it's messages like that I'll get every now and then off the lads that put a big smile on my face and make me realise why I'm being a coach. So like I said earlier, if you want 4 weeks of one-to-one coaching for free, click the link in the description and you can get 4 weeks of one-to-one coaching for free just to see what it's about, to transform and get you lean in 4 weeks. So feel free to click that in the description. But I'm going to do one now. It's content day, it's Friday. I'm going to go and edit this video up for you all to see. So I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, peace. Stay tuned for next week. Week 2 of the deficit.